Tonight, you'll discover a secret that shook an entire land. In the lush green valleys of Azoma, where the morning cockcrow meets the sound of pestles pounding yam, lived Efua, a girl who carried sunshine in her smile. Her laughter was music, her footsteps blessings. Chief Okoro, her father, often said, "Efua is the joy of my old age." Villagers admired her grace. Mothers rebuked their daughters, saying, "Can you not be like Efua? Does the rain choose where to fall? Why can't you learn her ways?" Efua's days were filled with greetings, chores, and dreams under the old baobab tree. But one morning, the drums of joy went silent. Efua stopped singing. Her laughter dried up like Harmattan rivers. She began to wake with swollen eyes. Her once bright cheeks dimmed. Mama Efua watched closely, her heart pounding like a talking drum. "What is wrong with my daughter?" she whispered to herself. Then came the night of the full moon, the night that changed everything. When the truth finally came out, it wasn't just a whisper. It was a thunderclap that shook Azoma to its roots. The healer's words fell like a guillotine. "Your daughter is with child. 6 weeks gone." Mama Efua staggered. Her wrapper nearly slipped as she screamed, "Chinook, which hand of the gods did this?" At home, Chief Okoro roared like a lion robbed of prey. His cane slammed against the earth. "Under my roof pregnant? And you hide the man's name? Efua, you have poured sand into my pot of soup." The courtyard filled with villagers. Women held their mouths. Men shook their heads. Efua knelt, tears streaming, her hands trembling like plantain leaves in the wind. "Papa, forgive me," she whispered, voice barely audible. But her father's heart was stone. Pride spoke louder than blood. "If you want to taste what adults taste, go and live like one. From today, you are no child of mine. Leave this house before the sun touches your head." Gasps. Mama Efua fell to her knees, clinging to his feet. "Okoro, please. Our only child. Will you trade blood for pride?" But Chief Okoro turned away. He locked the door behind him and threw Efua's clothes into the dust. As the sun dipped behind the hills, Efua walked barefoot into the dark. But what awaited her was worse than she ever imagined. When night came, hunger chewed at her insides like wild ants. She slept in front of a closed yam stall. Morning brought a woman with gentle eyes and an innocent smile. "Mama Udu, my child, come. You cannot die on this street." For weeks, Mama Udu cared for her like a mother. She oiled Efua's feet, cooked spicy pepper soup, bought her wrappers. Efua began to trust again until that night. The voices came through the crack in the door. "The baby is strong. No family is looking for her. 650,000 naira and a bag of rice. Tomorrow night, she's yours." Efua's blood ran cold. Her knees trembled. Mama Udu, the woman who called her daughter, was selling her baby like a goat in the market. Before the first cock crowed, Efua tied her child to her chest and ran barefoot into the unknown. Her tears fell like rain, and her voice cracked in prayer. "God of the oppressed, hide me under your wings." But the road she chose next led straight into the arms of a wolf wearing perfume and polished shoes. Anthony found her sitting under the blazing sun, rocking her child. His smile was soft, his words sweeter than honey. "Young lady, you and this baby deserve better. Come with me. I'll keep you safe." Efua followed him to a neat flat with white curtains and a rug, softer than cassava flour. For 3 months, Anthony was her savior until the night he pushed open her door. "I've fed you, clothed you, sheltered you. Isn't it time you take care of me?" he whispered, locking the door. Efua's breath stopped. She clutched her child, whispering prayers. But fate intervened. The doorbell rang, echoing like salvation. Anthony stormed out in anger, forgetting she had a spare key. Efua grabbed her baby and ran into the night, barefoot once again. When the world turned its back, a house of God opened its arms, but even in holy walls, temptation lurked. Mama Peace found her and nursed her like her own. She gave her food, dignity, and hope. Efua learned to bake. Her pastries melted in mouths like warm akara. Slowly, she rebuilt her life. But wealth has a scent, and soon it came, wrapped in lace and gold jewelry. Auntie Clara walked into Efua's world like a rainbow after a storm. "You're too beautiful for this life of suffering. Come with me. I'll make you a queen." Her mansion sparkled. Cars honked outside like impatient suitors. Efua almost believed until one midnight, she heard a chilling call. Yes, Senator. She's fresh. Barely 25. This weekend, I'll deliver her myself. Efua froze. Another mask. Another lie. But this time, she fought back. Efua turned from prey to hunter, and what she did next shook the nation. With a heart of steel, Efua recorded Auntie Clara's deals. Her sugar-coated poison. She leaked it all online. The internet caught fire. Auntie Clara fled. NGOs hailed Efua as a hero. Money flowed. Hope bloomed. Adora's Bites, her pastry business named after her daughter, became an empire. Efua hired single mothers, sent their children to school. But life had one more twist. 3 years after the night she was cast out, Efua entered a lavish wedding hall. Laughter filled the air. Then her eyes froze on the banner, the groom's face. Mr. Andrew, her father's best friend, the man who stole her innocence. What Efua revealed next would burn bridges, break chains, and rewrite destinies forever. The bride's hands shook as Efua whispered, "That man, he's the father of my child." The wedding shattered. Police stormed in. Mr. Andrew's empire collapsed. The world knew the truth. And far away, in Uzoma, Chief Okoro wept. 1 week later, a black SUV rolled into his compound. Efua stepped out in royal blue, her daughter glowing beside her. "Papa," she said softly, handing him land deeds and clear debts. "You threw me out empty-handed. I came back with abundance. Not to shame you, but to heal." Chief Okoro fell to his knees. "Forgive me, my child." And the village sang not for a chief, but for a daughter who became a queen.